Hello friends, welcome to the Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee. Do me a favor, especially if you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Greatly appreciate it so that we can get this out to a couple more people. My sole intention here is to give you some ideas on what you can do to be prepared for whatever it is that's coming to us. So let me explain. Almost all of the foodstuffs you're going to see today, with maybe one or two small exceptions, are going to be those items that I gave to a family member. And the family member has another family member of theirs who's received a promotion. So they'll be leaving Texas and going to the New Jersey area. They have to pay for their own shipping and movement of household goods and all that kinds of stuff. So they're reducing their weight. And part of that weight reduction is returning to me a lot of the things that I've been buying and giving them in preparation for whatever we have coming. So all these things are new to me, although I've already paid for them years ago. So let's get started. We have Rainy Day Foods, freeze-dried beef and mushroom celebrazione. Rainy Day Foods beef rice fricassee with imitation meat. And then the Latter-day Saints, the Family Home Center, Family Home Storage, number 10 can of pinto beans. We got a resistance tube, medium, so I can do some exercising. And I'm still having problems with my hips, so I'm trying to get as much exercise and everything around that as possible. Then let me give a quick explanation. This is my Boy Scout compass that I got when, I was 12, so it had to be 1964. And that's been my primary compass now since 1964. And I decided to upgrade and get a military style with an inclinometer. And so this is going to be my new military style compass. What I didn't realize was the weight difference. Oh my gosh. The Boy Scout compass is really lightweight. Now, if you move it, it takes a while for it to settle down. This one gets settled a lot faster than this one does, but the weight difference is unbelievable. Of course, the resistance bands. Picked up a box of hunting ammo, a bottle of vodka, a container. Now, this is how I do my containers. So I write the caliber here, and I also put the caliber here. So, and then I picked up a box of ammunition. So this is 100 rounds of 180 grain full metal jacket. Then behind this is a box of other stuff that were returned to me. So it has 1 can of macaroni, 1 can of rice, 1 can of oats, 1 can of flour, 1 can of sugar, and 1 can of spaghetti. They call it spaghetti bites. So the spaghetti pieces are actually only about 2 or 3 inches long. Then an additional set of resistance bands. Now I got these because they're closed looped. That way I can use them for my cane fighting practices, and you can use your cane for exercises. And so that's what this is for. We got some new books in, so Tai Chi for beginners, wilderness medicine. That's going to be a discussion we're going to have Monday night around best books to have in your library. Got one on how to understand body language better. And then one on staff fighting, or bow is what it's called in foreign language, and stick fighting, or I think it's escriba and Cali are the two forms of stick fighting. So I'm really trying to get into that. This is the only can of food that I purchased for myself in this last week, was one number 10 can of cross-cut celery. So what happened here was I put in my Thrive Life order, I had celery in it, and what I try to do is I cross-check prices with other vendors before I send my order in, which is automatically on the 4th of each month. But I found out that Augusten Farms, for 60 cents more, I could get a number 10 can over what I was going to be ordering with a 2.5 or number 2.5 can from Thrive Life. So I'm always looking for the best deal, and I decided to scratch the celery from my Thrive Life order and instead order it separately from Augusten Farms on Amazon. Then this is kind of a unique one. When I had my store and I had a prepper section, I sold Bridgeford sandwiches. Now the only place I'm aware of that you can get Bridgeford sandwiches right now retail is at Bass Pro Shop. So I had given her 2 of each of my stock sandwiches that I had, and each one of these feeds one person, one meal. So there's 2 Italian sausage with sauce sandwiches. There's 2 pepperoni pizza with cheese and sauce, and that's ready to eat pizza. So it's a slice. Then we have 2 pork with barbecue sauce wraps and 2 beef with barbecue wraps or sandwiches. That's bread around the outside. We have 2 Mexican style beef filling wraps and then 2 sweet and sour chicken sandwiches. So that kind of brings us up to date with everything we've acquired over the course of the last week. Hope it gives you some ideas on some of the things you might want to get. I think you can get the sandwiches at Bass Pro Shop for around $7.5 each. So tell me what you've done this last week. Let's see if we can't get through this together. So remember that we're in this together so we can come out the other side together. Please be kind, polite, and respectful to each other. And remember that togetherness is the key. Bye-bye.